Alright, this is the episode where the timeline of this series just gets really out of whack. Because according to Pokemon TV, this episode, episode 52, is episode 1 of season 2. And it just isn't, is it? Like, the opening theme is still the same, it's not changed over to that we all live in a Pokemon world bollocks. And the story of Ash's journey to the Indigo League hasn't really ended yet, has it? It's nowhere near. So just to clarify, I'm gonna stick to the kind of home video release season order, which means that season 2 won't begin until like episode 81 or something, Palette Party Panic. So if anyone's just like, Liam, this is supposed to be season 2 by now, it just isn't. I'm not going with that. I'm doing the order that I want to do. And if you don't like it, I mean, the episodes are still going to be the same. That's all that matters, isn't it? But anyway, this is a banging episode. It's Princess versus Princess. It's actually a cracking episode of Pokemon. It's one that I really, really like. So let's just bloody jump straight in, lads. It's WTF, innit? So today's episode takes place on Princess Day, which is, according to Misty, the day where women rule. Only appreciating women one day out of the year, how very 90s. The narrator explains that during Princess Day, all the shops have sales specifically for women, and men are just expected to wait around and carry the bags. Mate, that's literally every time I've ever been shopping with a bird.
Well, actually, Liam, the Princess Festival in this episode is based on Girls' Day, which
I don't care. I don't care. I read the Wikipedia article all about Girls' Day and it was boring. Stop trying to mansplain everything. Title cards in all caps, you know what that means? Princess versus Princess! The gang end up at a cafe and Misty has about 6 rounds of dessert because girls eat free during the festival, whereas Ash and Brock, being guys, have to still pay and they can only afford a glass of juice each. Mate, what a bad friend Misty is. If she's entitled to free food and can see that her friends can only afford to have a drink each, why doesn't she just order a little bit of extra food so that her friends don't go hungry? I thought it was Princess Day, not treat your mates like shit day. Brock asks the waitress if he could be her prince on Princess Day and she tells him that when he grows up big and strong, he'll meet a nice girl. Now, it's not really a WTF moment because it's Brock getting shot down and that always happens, but God, that burn. Even my skin feels a bit charred from that. After being shot down, Brock turns back to the table, grabs a bunch of Misty's cakes and starts wolfing them down. Mate, I know Misty was a knob earlier for not getting any extra food for you, but you can't just go stealing your friend's food either. 2 wrongs do not make a right. Misty tells Ash to look at the sign behind him and we see this, and Christ, there's a bit to unpack here. First of all, his name is Fiorella Cappuccino. Get it? Because he's Italian? It's the height of comedy, guys. God, some stuff in this show really is a product of its time, isn't it? But wait, there's more. The movie he's in is simply called Gigantic. Oh God, is that a reference to his penis? You know, because like Italian stallion, right? Good Lord, a dick joke in our beloved sweet Christian anime? Disgraceful. It turns out Ash was looking at the wrong sign and Misty meant the one beside it. Direct quote from Misty.
looks like a great sale.
Oh, does it? What gave that away? Jessie's on a shopping spree and tells the cashier to charge everything to the Team Rocket account. Mate, I know it's Princess Day and you get mad discount, but charging it all to the work account? When the accounts department checks the receipts, you're gonna get fired, mate. Jessie's due a disciplinary hearing. Pass it on. James starts complaining because he hates what he calls this silly Princess Festival. And he does it with the same energy as those people who go,
I'm just saying, where's the Straight Pride Festival?
what I'm saying is, James needs to shut the fuck up. Jessie says not all the gifts she bought are for herself. She got some gifts for the boss so that he won't be mad at them for not catching Pikachu. Not being funny, mate, but if there was something I would hate more than being given a gift that I didn't ask for when you could have easily given me the money so I could have put that towards something I actually want or need, it would be someone buying me a gift that I didn't ask for with my own money. Sure, in this case it's technically Giovanni's company's money, but same difference. Hey look, it's the Lickitung that Jessie definitely hasn't been using in previous episodes due to the episode order being all goofed up. Yeah, thanks for that, Porygon. Oh wait, I forgot, it wasn't Porygon's fault, was it? And Pokemon completely agree. Never forget. Something else you should never forget about is hitting the thumbs up button to show that you're enjoying this video. It helps me know that you like the content, and it also helps the content appear on more people's homepages and more of their like little up next lists, and that in turn helps more people find the channel and therefore helps the channel grow, and I really super duper appreciate it. And of course, if you are new,
hit the subscribe button.
Turn on notifications, set the little bell to all notifications so that you never miss a video from me. And welcome, by the way. Lovely to meet you. I was about to commend Lickitung on its mad skill since it managed to lick all those treats out of those boxes without moving or damaging any of them. But then I checked its Pokédex data and it talks about Lickitung's tongue being really super sticky, so this actually all makes sense. Actually, no, wait, it doesn't, because why didn't the boxes stick to its tongue? After Lickitung steals the boss's gifts, Meowth chimes in with,
"That's one hungry Lickitung."
but if Meowth knew what Lickitung was, why did he say nothing when Jessie just asked what it was? Meowth, mate, you've been given the gift of speech. When someone asks you a bloody question, use it. Lickitung tries to eat a bunch of clothes, but doesn't like the taste and spits them out. Mate, what did you think cotton and polyester were gonna taste like? Jessie sends out Arbok and it gets licked by Lickitung and pulls the same expression I pull when I call my dog over for a cuddle and she headbutts me in the chin. All you dog owners watching know exactly what I'm talking about. Jessie throws a Pokeball at Lickitung despite not weakening it at all, which is kind of ballsy, but also kind of makes sending out Arbok in the first place kind of pointless. Like if she'd just thrown a Pokeball from the get-go, she could have saved herself a trip to the Pokemon Center. Do Team Rocket even use the Pokemon Center? How do they actually heal between episodes? Lickitung accepts being captured without even a single shake of the Pokeball, and Jessie just no-sells it like it wasn't even a big deal catching it, and just focuses her attention back on shopping. Mate, I'd be losing my mind if I caught a Lickitung on the first throw when it's at full HP. Then again, it is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Well, actually, Liam, you say Lickitung is your favorite Pokemon, but didn't you forget about it during the 898 Pokemon naming quiz you took the other week?
Yes, I did, and I'm still very ashamed, thank you very much. Jessie says she's gonna give her credit cards a good workout. Wait, you had your own credit cards? Then why were you charging stuff to the Team Rocket account? A criminal who steals from other criminals? That's criminal. Oh look, it's like those massive holiday sales you get in America, except no one's been shot yet. Now, I know that sounded a little harsh, but I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of Americans watching would agree. You guys do find some pretty pathetic reasons to whip your pistols out. Case in point, Jessie and Misty end up fighting over the same piece of clothing that they're both holding on to, and Jessie suggests that they settle this with a Pokemon battle, but when she says it, she lets go of the thing that they're fighting over. Mate, you just let go. That means Misty wins. You don't need to battle now. Misty also lets go, and then another woman grabs the item and walks off with it. See? Last one holding it gets to buy it. That's sale etiquette 101. And of course, they're both too scared to offer her a battle. Pair of wimps. To be fair, the woman does look like a proper Karen, so I'd have left it too. We hear a voice over the tannoy say that the Queen of the Princess Festival contest is about to begin, which gets Brock all riled up at the prospect of so many beautiful women. And I can't say I blame him. I might be biased, but beautiful women are the fucking best, mate. So the prize for winning the Queen of the Princess Festival contest is a bunch of Pokemon Princess dolls. Yes, we all know what they're based on, put your knowledge boners away. And they also win a picture from the big dick actor from earlier. Jessie suggests to Misty they use the contest to resolve their little dispute. Mate, your dispute was over a piece of clothing that both of you let another person take. Your dispute's already been resolved. Weirdly, Misty responds with,
"And the winner gets to keep the doll collection?"
of course the winner gets to keep the doll collection. Why would the winner be like, well, here's the doll collection. After all, you did lose. Screw your bloody head on, girl. This guy right here is wasted as a commentator. He should have his own Las Vegas show. Jessie mocks Misty by saying she'll only win the contest if they have a Pee-wee division. But you do have to kind of question a contest to crown a festival queen that allows women of all ages to compete. Like, part of this contest is a beauty contest, and if you're watching a beauty contest and you have the option to vote for an adult woman to win or a 10-year-old girl, everybody's gonna vote for the adult woman to win, surely. If there is anyone out there that's thinking,
Well, if I was watching this beauty contest, I'd vote for the 10-year-old to win.
please unsubscribe and never come back. The grand prize doll collection is revealed, and to be honest, it looks pretty crap. Oh my god, there's a Poliwhirl one. The stakes just got raised, lads. Where do I sign up?
Well, actually, Liam, if this was a real contest, you wouldn't be able to compete because you're not a girl.
Well, then I'd just get Sophie to compete for me, wouldn't I? After all, she's prettier than me and a better Pokemon battler than me, so it's a win-win. Do you know what else is a win-win? Using code ACE for money off G Fuel. Not only is it a win for you because you get money off the bloody best damn energy formula around, which gives you bags of energy, bags of focus with zero sugar and barely any calories, but also it helps support the channel, so it's a win for me too. Today I'm drinking my favorite flavor, which is Nemesis tea. You guys know I bang on about Nemesis tea all the time. If you try just one flavor, try this because it's bloody banging. Oh, it's so bloody good. Also, if you want to try a bunch of flavors, I'd recommend getting yourself a starter pack. Comes with a shaker, about 6 flavors, banging, Bob's your uncle, use code ACE, get yourself some money off. It's revealed to the characters that this is not just a beauty contest and that the contestants will have to prove their battling skills in a Pokemon tournament. Good, we like battle-heavy episodes of Pokemon, so I am well on board for this. Misty begs Ash and Brock to lend her some of their Pokemon since you can have up to 4 Pokemon to compete with in the tournament. Mate, you have 4. You have Goldeen, Staryu, Starmie, and Psyduck. It's almost like being a monotype trainer is very, very restrictive, isn't it? Misty tries to tell some sad backstory about how she never got her own princess dolls and only got her older sister's hand-me-downs. But in the flashback, she's just off to the side eating a random pie for no reason. How is having a whole pie to yourself a bad thing? Back in our family, we had to share. What a privileged little cow Misty is. Misty says that when she used to get hand-me-downs from her 3 older sisters, they would say, "Isn't that great, Misty? You get 3 sets of dolls all to yourself." Yes! That is great! You get more toys to yourself than each of your sisters had combined. I was the youngest child in my house, and it was bloody great when you used to get hand-me-down stuff. All the cool toys that you used to see your older siblings play with that you weren't allowed to play with suddenly became yours. It was a bloody great system. Honestly, Misty, you should just be bloody grateful you had toys at all. Misty punches Ash and floors him, and I just don't get how that's supposed to convince him to help. If anything, surely that would make him want to help less. Although apparently not, because Brock says that he and Ash will help, so I guess I'll shut the hell up. I won't, that'd be boring. Misty says that with Pikachu as an electric type, Bulbasaur as a grass type, Vulpix as a fire type, and her own Starmie as a water type, how could she lose? I mean, if one of your opponents has a ground type, a flying type, a water type, and an electric type, there's absolutely a chance you could lose. Also, where does Brock get off loaning Vulpix to another trainer? It's not even his Vulpix. Mate, Susie's gonna be pissed when she finds out. Why is the Who's That Pokemon Butterfree? It's not even in the episode, is it? Misty tells Bulbasaur to use Vine Whip on the Kingler it's up against. But instead of whipping Kingler with its vines, Bulbasaur wraps Kingler up in the vines and holds it up in the air. And the announcer says that Kingler has been Vine Whipped and is now powerless. Are we sure this isn't supposed to be rap? Because it looks a lot like rap.
Well, actually, Liam, I think you'll find none of the Bulbasaur line can learn rap or bind for that matter.
That is something I didn't know until today. I guess it is Vine Whip then. It's a bit weird though, because I thought Vine Whip was like, you know, an actual, like, whipping attack, not a tying up kind of thing. James tells Jessie she's only got 1 Pokemon that she can use, obviously forgetting that she caught Lickitung earlier in the episode. But then Jessie just takes James's wheezing without even asking. It's criminals stealing from criminals again. Seems to be a running theme in this episode. Meowth once again forgets he's a Pokemon. I swear, 1 minute Meowth's all like, haha, cat puns, 9 lives, yeah, lol, and then the next minute he just forgets his species again. Sort yourself out, Meowth lad. Jessie sends Meowth, a normal type, out to face Primate, a fully evolved fighting type. Jessie, I thought you wanted to win, mate. Jessie's Arbok defeats a fully evolved Pokemon with a single move. Jessie's Arbok winning with 1 move. What the fuck? Oh look, out of 32 women, the 2 main characters ended up in the finals. What a shocker. Look, I get the plot armor is a thing, but can we at least question a little bit how Jessie, who for 50 odd episodes has been shown to be completely incompetent in battle, can somehow win 4 battles in a row in a tournament using only Arbok and Weezing? Even for a cartoon, that seems really unbelievable. Ash points out that it's down to just Misty and Jessie, and I hate to be that guy, which means I'm absolutely about to be that guy. But if this were me, I'd just call the police and be like, yo, there's a known Pokemon thief competing in this competition. You might want to come and pick them up. Because then Misty would just win by default. I guess that's not very protagonisty though, is it? Actually, no, it is protagonisty because you're reporting criminals that are on the loose. Remember, in Viridian City, they had wanted posters up. There are warrants out for their arrest. James and Meowth dress up as stereotypical mobsters and ask if Misty's getting in Jessie's hair and if Jessie wants them to take care of Misty. All this while Meowth is holding a gun. Jesus Christ, lads, they're only trying to win some Pokemon dolls. There's no need to murder someone. This is literally what I was talking about earlier. Jessie gets emotional because when she was a kid, she never owned a single princess doll. See, Misty, I told you should have been more grateful. At least you got dolls handed down from your siblings. Jessie had nothing. Misty is an entitled little bitch. Confirmed. Direct quote from Cappuccino after the commentator explains that now it's the finals.
Sí, finals are fantastico.
Mate, they couldn't have made this lad sound any denser, could they? It's lucky this guy's apparently got a gigantic schlong because he's got nothing going on in his head, has he? After Jessie yells at the commentator for asking who the victor's gonna be because she thinks it's gonna be her, the stunned commentator simply replies with, ah. But for some reason in the dub, they decided to use the same voice clip twice. So he just goes, ah, ah. And it's just a really noticeable botch. Like, why did they feel the need to play it twice? James chants,
Jessie, Jessie, she's the best.
and Meowth follows up with,
Let's go, Jess!
which really doesn't fit the rhythm, so I think the original song was more likely to be,
Jessie, Jessie, she's the best. She's the one with massive...
brilliant. Team Rocket's Pokemon are back to their losing ways, getting decked by Pikachu in a single move each. Seriously, how the hell did this girl get to the finals? Not a WTF moment, but I just want to reiterate, this is absolutely one of my favorite Pokemon. It's definitely in my top 10. And for those who inevitably ask in the comments, Licky is trash and I absolutely hate it and it can absolutely go to hell. Lickitung, though, is my boy. Ash yells out,
What's happening?
Lickitung's licking Pikachu's face, mate. Open your eyes, lad. Although, in Ash's defense, he should be surprised by what's happening, since Lickitung couldn't actually learn Lick until Generation 2, so what Ash is witnessing right now is technically impossible. Direct quote from Brock.
Jessie might pull it off.
I bet James has said that before. Lads. Jessie's Lickitung proceeds to batter Bulbasaur and Vulpix, and then we get this direct quote from Misty.
I refuse to lose, so Staryu, it's all up to you.
Wait, I thought earlier you said you were going to use Star Me. Psyduck sends itself out in place of Staryu, or Star Me, I guess whichever one Misty was thinking of sending out, and proceeds to no-sell all of Lickitung's offense. To me, this just confirms the theory that I had in the Farfetch'd episode. Misty's Psyduck just has buckets of HP. After a while, Lickitung's tongue lashing causes Psyduck to get a headache, to use confusion, and to send Lickitung and the rest of Team Rocket blasting off again, which means that Misty wins the competition. Cappuccino then says,
Misty is so fantastico.
Easy there, lad, she is a child. After collecting her prize, Misty boxes up the doll collection to send back to Cerulean Gym, saying she'd love to see the look on her sisters' faces. But if the dolls are being delivered to Cerulean City Gym, where your sisters always are, whilst you're off traveling, that means they get to enjoy the dolls and you don't. So who's really winning here? You could have at least kept the Poliwhirl one with you. That's banging. Also, while we're on the topic of it, why have Pokemon never released like a replica set of these dolls? Like, they're not really something I would want to buy, but I'm pretty sure if they put those up on the Pokemon Center website, they'd sell like frickin' hotcakes. Pidgeot Transport. Nice. Well, this is a little awkward out of context, isn't it? The episode ends with James and Meowth revealing to Jessie that they've dressed themselves up as the Pokemon Princess dolls along with Weezing and Arbok. But then somehow within seconds they've also dressed Jessie up as one and Lickitung. And to be honest, this whole situation is just really weird. Like, how does this work? Do they all just pretend to be living princess dolls sitting on this massive platform thing in the middle of the forest? And how long do they stay like this? Do they just sit there for hours pretending to be dolls until Jessie gets bored of the idea? How is this enjoyable to anyone involved? Answers on a postcard, or just leave them in the comments. So those are my WTF moments for Pokemon Season 1, Episode 52, Princess vs. Princess. Let me know your favourites and any that I missed down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to come and hang out my live streams, head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam and use code ACE for money off G Fuel. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.